You pay taxes when you earn money. You pay taxes when you spend money, such as the VAT, the 10 to 22% on top of goods and services. You pay taxes when you invest your money in terms of capital gains, interest, dividends, and wealth tax on investments. You pay taxes when you buy a property. You pay taxes when you own a property. In Italy, we call it IMU, and for foreign properties, it's called wealth tax. You pay taxes when you rent. You may pay a flat 21 or 26% of your income on the incremental rates. You pay taxes when you sell the property, if that happens within 5 years. You pay your taxes simply because you have a bank account, 34 euros per year, or because you saved some money for retirement, the wealth tax. So if you have to pay this much, why should a high net worth individual move to Italy? If I think about soccer players, a lot of them in the last 5 to 10 years moved to Italy thanks to the regime impatriati, or decreto crescita, the 70 to 90% off for the first 5 to 10 years. And that was a nice boost for the decision. But what about now? If you are a rich person, I hope you're very talented in investing your time by knowing, for example, that there are legal, safe ways to spend in Italy even more than 8 or 9 months without getting the tax residency. But let's assume that you don't want to run that path and you're keen to contribute to our community. And you know that Italy is waiting for your money, I guess. Some years ago, Italy decided to become more attractive. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like nowadays Italy is way more into expats and new taxpayers rather than taking care about the old loyal ones. So if you're new to our tax system, if the majority of your net portfolio and source of income is from abroad, you can benefit from a substitute tax of just 100,000 per year, plus 25,000 for each family member moving with you. I'm saying again, just for foreign source of income and assets. So you don't have to play with the 23 to 43% incremental rates. You don't have to play with the wealth tax at all. So if you do the math and take a look about how much you should have paid otherwise, maybe you'll find out this is a no-brainer for those making more than 1 million per year and for those who sit on more than 5 million portfolio abroad. But it lasts for just 15 years only. And what happens if for whatever reason you become the sole director of your business, and based on the permanent establishment test, their assumptions of the local Agenzia delle Entrate, they want some money out of your foreign business income. Being rich in Italy comes with a huge cost, not in terms of taxes purely. Clearly, there are several ways to pay 100,000 or less if you know rules and regulations that help the case. The problem is to know what you cannot do, what you are not allowed to touch, move, spend, and invest in order to secure your position. And I call this freedom. If you're rich, maybe because your parents built part of your assets or because you work your ass off 24/7, you deserve to enjoy what the Italian life has to offer. I would probably reverse the logic, and instead of starting with how can I save my taxes, I would start with giving myself the list of things I have to be aware of when I move to Italy. I know I'm very bad nowadays at selling moving to Italy, making this kind of videos, and I know a lot of you probably think I'm crazy. I'm lucky enough to work with very fortunate clients, people who could really stop working right now and their grandchildren could still consider themselves billionaires. They all have something in common. They want to cherish each moment of their free time, more likely with their loved ones as much as possible. Italy can be the perfect place for you in terms of quality of living, cost of living, and taxes. But also, it brings a lot of limits, something that potentially could lead you to some other countries. 100,000 is a very tempting ticket to buy. Now the big question is, what is not included in the ride?